Age of Wonders, because there are a bunch of new things. I would very much like to have done some Crusader Kings, but with the big multiplayer game yesterday, that has just not had a chance to happen. So just bear with me for a second as I set up Solasta viewing. As I have not yet done that, and I should. So it's not that. Yes, it's that. Game capture. Solasta II. Specific window. And we are going to want Solasta II. There we are. And transform that to screen. Alright, so there is the game running in the background. The other thing I need to do is sort out my camera. So I'm already seeing some artifacting there, which is a little annoying. White balance is way off. And then focus is the last bit. Alright, so that will do. So, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I would like to welcome you to this stream of Solasta II. I also need to get YouTube chat. I knew there was something I was still forgetting. So let me just go and grab that real quick. So I don't know if you played Solasta 1. Solasta is a D&D game. Very much in the vein of the likes of Baldur's Gate, and that is going to be what it's being compared to. Voice sounds a bit rough. Did I strain it a bit too much yesterday? No, I think I'm just coming down with a cold, unfortunately. Yet another one, which is a bit annoying. Much in the vein just YouTube. So yeah, I'll just have to handle that and try not to strain it too much today, which is going to be difficult because I'm streaming for 8 hours. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe Age of Wonders I'll do a little more quietly. But Solasta 2, it's a game that I really did enjoy playing through. I think I even completed... Yes, I did complete it. Solasta 1, that is. Solasta 1 I completed. Solasta 2 is currently in early access. It came out in early access 2 days ago, I believe. And I really wanted to check it out. So I'm not going to do a full play through here. We'll probably make a couple of characters, create our party, and just see how far we get. I'm not expecting too much from this. And also I don't want to go too deeply into this until full release. I'm mostly just interested in this, and I just want to raise a bit of awareness because I think it's a really cool series. And I would very much encourage people to check it out. CK3 is 70% off. I'm going to get it. What DLCs do you recommend? Intro night? That is a good question. Depends what you like doing. What are you most interested in? Are there any particular regions that you like the most? Any particular play styles? For example, do you want the adventurer gameplay? Do you want nomads? Do you want Byzantine, China, Japan, Southeast Asia? That's all in one. It really depends what type of things you want to do. And also, I work for Paradox, so biases. Although I try not to let that affect my usual recommendations. And CK is not a game I personally work on, so I feel a bit more comfortable saying, these are the things I... Oh, I can tell you from a gameplay perspective, I cannot tell you from a value proposition perspective. Let's put it that way. Been looking forward to this game for a while, but the mixed reviews at launch put me a little off. Took a look, and the only negative review in my language, and English only mentioned that male characters look too female. Oh, lovely. Yeah, apparently there was a gameplay glitch where the male character chests look a little off. That was a update that they released like 2 days ago. Checking in after 24 hours. Character creator, which we just said. There were some issues with the face creation. There aren't that many presets. Not enough hairstyles. And then there are also problems with crashing and instability. And in fact, on that point, I am playing this on the beta, which apparently has a whole bunch of crash and stability fixes. And yes, this is only early access. I'm fully expecting this to be rough as hell. It's a small team that's making very big games. And again, they're going to be up against Baldur's Gate in terms of comparison. And that's going to be a difficult one to overcome, unfortunately. Although, speaking of Baldur's Gate, I still need to play that properly. Just getting my tea set up. I got myself some lemon and ginger today because of the throat issues. That is one very, very hot tea bag. Ow. I know, weird. Hot tea bags and hot tea. Who'd have thunk it? Absolutely crazy stuff. Oh, my water drink. Alright then. So, let's turn on the audio. This is very likely to be loud because I have not tweaked this at all. So I'm going to turn you down immediately. Not too bad. I usually prefer tweaking these because I like to keep the voice louder. Sound effects can go to 60, ambient can go down to 60. Apply. Alright, let's do a new adventure and we will see how this goes as we go. What statement fits you best? I'm familiar with Solasta or 5th edition rule sets and I enjoy tactical challenges. I know the basics but prefer a slightly more forgiving experience. I am new and want a smooth introduction. No, I very much know 5th edition. I play it quite a lot. And as I said, I did complete Solasta itself, although that is a couple of years ago now. Campaign, the Mark of Mariki. I'm guessing that is the official campaign. They probably will add others either as expansions or modding. And I do believe that this is one game that really does modding a lot. Authentic mode, I am assuming. Okay, let's create some characters. We're going to do advanced. We'll go fully into this. So the classes available at the moment are Cleric, Fighter, Paladin, Rogue, Sorcerer, and Wizard. Clerics are frontline, they're big healers, and they are support. Core ability is Wisdom. Complexity, Sorcerers. Oh yeah, I guess because I have the Sorcerer points. And recently I've been playing a lot more Pathfinder than D&D, so forgive me if I say a couple of things wrong. Like I always get Diplomacy and Persuasion mixed up. It's Persuasion in D&D and it's Diplomacy in Pathfinder. They're the same thing. Fighters, Frontline and Striker, Strength or Dexterity. Complexity is considered simple. Just know which end is the sharp end. Paladin, Strengthened Charisma, Intermediate difficulty. Okay. Rogue, easy. Again, sharp end goes in opponent. They're also considered a striker. They do tend to be pretty high DPS. Sorcerers, low hit points, advanced complexity. But we do have wizards as well. And then the wizard, striker and support. What are you? Striker and a bit of support. Yeah, I guess because wizard can change up their spell choices rather more easily. Doing a BG3 run then at 90% through Act 3, the act I always struggle with because of how it's built. My save file got corrupted. Oh no. Yeah, understandable. Carnita coming in with a 55-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Carnita. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so we have 4 party members. We're going to want a cleric. Basically a standard. We want a frontliner. Generally either a fighter or a paladin. Rogue for sneaky stabby bits and, quite importantly in a game like this, exploration. And then a sorcerer and or wizard. So let's start out with the cleric, as that is generally the class that you basically always need. We can choose either a protector. Train for battle, you gain proficiency in martial weapons and training with heavy armor, or thaumaturge. You know, 1 extra cantrip from the cleric spell list. In addition, your mystical connection to your divine gives you a bonus to your intelligence, arcana, and religion checks. The bonus equals your wisdom modifier. Intelligence. Oh, I guess this is basically saying that arcana and religion, instead of intelligence, use wisdom. Okay. The other thing I should mention is they've updated the D&D rules. There's the so-called 2014 version, which was the original 5th edition, and then the 2024 version. I am extremely familiar with 2014 and extremely unfamiliar with 2024. I am running an Icewind Dale campaign in the 2024 rules, so there are a couple of things I know. Like, for example, fighters get access to a lot more second winds than they used to. But I'm still learning that system, so bear with me. But in this instance, I think we're probably going to want the cleric to be a frontliner, and having clerics able to wear heavy armor is really nice. So I think we're going to go with protector. We can choose a dwarf, elf, halfling, or human. Elves move 30 feet, which is average. Dark vision, fey ancestry, keen senses, and trance. Trance means they don't need to sleep as much. Keen senses means they have better perception. Yes, you get proficiency in insight, perception, or survival. Fey ancestry is they have a resistance to enchantment, and then dark vision means they can see in the dark. But this is a cleric, and we want our cleric to be tough. So we'll go with the dwarf. And then we have backgrounds, of which there are quite a few. And the background's one of the things that has definitely changed quite a bit. You can choose different personalities as well. Okay, that's interesting. So the Acolyte gets religion and medicine. They get herbalism kits. And they have origin feat, magic initiate, cleric. Learn 2 cantrips of your choice with the cleric spell list. Cantrips are used the best with intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. You also choose a level 1 cleric spell that is always prepared, and you can cast it once without a spell slot per long rest. Okay, so that makes sense. There's a good synergy there. Academic is basically the same, but from a wizard's perspective. So if we wanted our cleric to be able to have access to one wizard spell, like Magic Missile, we can do that. Or Mage Armor, if you went Thaumaturge. Curious how long this early access period will last. I would assume 2-ish years. I think it will be more than 1 year. From what I saw from reviews, this really is quite an early build. Aristocrat. Origin feat skilled. Gain proficiency in combination of 3 skills or tools of your choice. Oh wow, you get 3 skills. That's actually quite solid. And you can get strength, constitution, charisma. An artiste is also skilled. And you get a letter from Nicholas. I think you always get a letter from Nicholas. Ascetic. You are robust. Hit point maximum increases by the amount equal to your character level when you gain this feat. Whenever you gain a character level thereafter, your maximum hit points increases by 1 additional hit point. Whenever you use a hit die to regain hit points, you roll twice to keep the highest, and you become stable while unconscious at 0 hit points, you immediately gain 1 hit point. You get back up again. Okay, that's interesting. That could be very good for a cleric. Lawkeeper. Vigilant. Gain proficiency in perception. If you already are proficient, gain expertise in perception. Ready. Being surprised doesn't impose disadvantage on your initiative. Okay. Aesthetic. That was robust, wasn't it? Dex, con, wisdom. That sounds really good for a dwarf frontline cleric, honestly. Low life. Strength, dex, charisma. Quick. Speed increases by 5. Opportunity attacks against you have disadvantage, so you can get in and out of danger. Scribble note full of spelling errors, but not a letter from Nicholas. Occultist. You are also a magic initiate or wizard. You can get scroll kit mastery as opposed to crafting workshop. So can you actually get a workshop? That's kind of interesting. And you start with a wand. Philosopher. Skilled, so that's the 3 skills. Herbalism kit. Sellsword. Ready for war. Gain proficiency with light armor, shields, and martial weapons. So if you wanted a wizard, for example, who can wear armor from the start of the game, Sellsword's a way to do it. Spy. Also is vigilant. And then the Wanderer, savage attacker. You've trained to deal particularly damaging strikes. Once per turn, when you hit a target with a weapon, you roll the weapon's damage dice twice and use the best result against the target. Having a fighter in my Icewind party who has this ability, I know that this is absolutely insanely strong. Particularly for characters who you expect to be in the front lines and hit with a weapon, not specifically melee weapon. Oh, so you could give this to an archer. Oof. But I'm thinking for you, we're probably going to go ascetic. We're going to make you robust for even more hit points. Okay, skill points. So the main thing that we want for you is going to be boosting your wisdom as high as possible, which is 15 at the start of the game. We also want your constitution to be good. So maybe we'll try to get you to 15 as well. We want your strength to not be terrible. We want your dexterity to not be terrible. And we may want your intelligence to not be terrible. And seeing as strength is your frontline skill, I think something like this. Because 15 is the maximum that we can get on these scores. Not 16, which is annoying, because then we would get a higher modifier point. Ah, but this has not included additions from our background yet. Or other sources, which is what this is, where we do that. Oh, you actually get... Oh, right, you can get +2, so you can go 17, 16, 10. Yeah, I like that. Okay, this system works a bit differently than it used to. Proficiencies. So we start with these. Okay, we need to pick 2. Well, we're very good at insight and we're very good at medicine. We kind of suck at the other stuff, so I think maybe insight and medicine might be useful. No racial modifiers. No, apparently not. That's a good point. I think, yeah, the 2024 edition removed racial modifiers to stats. Which I don't know how I feel about that. I think I kind of prefer it with. And then we have languages. So you're a dwarf, so I think you should definitely know Dwarven. You're also... One of the reasons I kept you at 10 intelligence is that you don't lose a language slot, so we can have 1 extra. We probably don't want to overlap between our characters. So I am thinking... For the dwarf, probably giant. I always feel like Dwarven and giant should be related somehow. Spell choices. So we have 3 cantrips. They are Dazzle, Divine Shield, Guidance, Holy Conduit, Light, Resistance, Sacred Flame, and Spare the Dying. So, what is this? On a hit, deal 1d6 radiant damage to target and every enemy within 5 feet. Also take 1d4, specifically enemy. Additional damage negated by a con save. And it does height. So... On a hit, this is... Oh, it's a melee attack. So I guess you... Yeah, so this is different from Sacred Flame, which is, yeah, range, distance 60 foot. Does 1d8 radiant. Negated entirely by a dex save. Whereas this one requires a regular hit. Now, is that a wisdom hit or is that a strength hit? I don't know. Melee hit. I'm assuming that's a strength-related hit. Which is with our high wisdom, we may well want Sacred Flame instead. Or, we reduce our wisdom and increase our strength, and I kind of like that idea. So how about we do this and this. And this is important because this is now +2, this is still +3. So we're a bit better at close combat hitting. So I think I'm going to try Holy Conduit because I'm curious. Dazzle is a touch, so this is definitely wisdom based. Touch is a spell attack. Touch spell attack. The nice thing about this is it's a bonus action. You can always use cantrips as bonus actions. Divine Shield grants the target 1d8 temporary hit points until the start of the next turn. So it only lasts one turn. I don't generally like spells that are that fast. Guidance is freaking phenomenal because you can use it in so many different situations. And then Spare the Dying is a ranged stabilize, which will stop characters from just dying. So I think we'll probably do that one. So we have... I would like to have had Dazzle. Because what we could do is Holy Conduit and then Dazzle. Although, can you only cast one spell per turn? No, I think you can do two. I don't actually remember. And then we have the identity. So, body, face, hair, makeup, and identity. We can choose different skin tones. Base skin type, I guess. Tints, different multipliers. So there are two shapes. Male and female. We'll go male, because I want you to have... Is that actually male, female? What's that choose? Okay, so you choose pronoun, but you can have any body type, I guess. Head preset. That one. Shape blending. I don't know what these are. Oh, this is your face type. Sure, that. Skin presets. So this is how dirty your face is. Not dirty, sorry. Freckles. Let's go with that. And then base skin. Okay, so this is like the under layer. Do that. And those are fine. Eye color preset. Let's go with grey. I'll just leave all of that stuff because I don't particularly care. This one I care about. Beard. Yeah, I definitely do think that they need to add more hairstyles. Also, these all look female. Is this a female character? How do I change that? These are all definitely female hairstyles. Or maybe not. Am I missing something somewhere? He. No, that body type is the male body type, so it is a he. Okay. Makeup. Sure, it's fine. Identity. Let's give you... Having the ability to do... Oh, right. This is one of the weird things that I heard about. All of your characters are siblings. I wonder how they're going to explain that one. Because they don't all have to be dwarves or humans or elves. Like, if it was like, you belong to this house or this organization, fair enough, but siblings? Seems like a really weird direction to go. Adopted? Yeah, maybe. Personality. Enthusiastic, optimistic, light-hearted, and helpful. Team player. Somewhat bland. Nice. Yeah, I definitely like my personality to be described as somewhat bland. Wow. Exalted, passionate, eager, sometimes too much. Discreet, soft-spoken, conflict avoidant. Sneaky, making fun. Greedy, aggressive. Short-spoken, seemingly a bit cold. Nosy, talkative, and curious. So, I think you probably are a caregiver, seeing as cleric.
You must need help with something. Hello. Nice to meet you.
That might be so, but we still haven't worked out what we're supposed to be doing yet. I thought I heard movement. Maybe saw something, but I wasn't sure.
Very posh dwarf. Posher. Ooh. I don't know, give me a dwarven name. Who's apparently a bit posh. Dwalin. Rockwell. Rockwell Colwall. Rockwell sounds more like a surname. Dwalin's just Lord of the Rings. Although it's Barlin, isn't it? It's not Dwalin. Maybe we could do Dwalin. Dwalin Colwell. Bumbleroy. Lord Bumbleroy. Alright, I think that this will be fine. Save. Okay, so you do in fact go back to this. That is definitely the most feminine looking dwarf I think I've ever seen. It's fine. They need to work on that a bit more. Alright. Next character. Advanced. So we've got a cleric. We still need a fighter or a paladin, a rogue, and then a sorcerer or a wizard. So let's make this the fighter. HeckNMB just made a transmask character. Yeah. Entirely possible. Alright, so fighter. Fighting style. So we have archery, +2, bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons. Defense, while you're wearing armor, you gain +1 AC. That's quite nice. When you roll damage on an attack you make with a melee weapon you're holding with 2 hands, you can treat any 1 or 2 on a damage die as 3. The weapon must have the two-handed or versatile property to gain this benefit. So again, in my Icewind campaign, my fighter has great weapon fighting, uses a two-handed sword, and also savage attacker. And they do so much damage, it's kind of insane. Camera is floating. Oh yeah, so it is. There we go, fixed. Or spotted. Shielding. When you're within 5 feet of a friendly character that is being attacked, you can use your reaction to give them +2 to their AC until the start of their next turn. 2-weapon fighting. You can engage in 2-weapon fighting. You can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. I'm thinking that I want this character to be the tank, so we're just going to go with the straight up +1 AC. And then this character is going to be... I'm thinking maybe a halfling. Brave, advantage on saving throws to avoid being frightened. Can move through the space of any creature that is larger than you, but you can't stop in that same space. When you roll a 1 on a d20, you can re-roll. You can take the hide action even if you're obscured only by a character that is at least one size larger than you. Halflings make amazing rogues. Maybe elf? Or we make this the human. Heroic Inspiration whenever you're being able to finish a long rest. When you fail an attack or a saving throw, you can spend your Heroic Inspiration to re-roll. Attack or saving throw, so this is combat only. Proficiency with a skill of your choice, and you get an origin feat of your choice. Let's go with human. So we could go, for example, robust, and then our background gives us something else. Or savage attacker. Let's go with robust, because I don't think I want to have two aesthetics. Okay, so background for a human fighter. Don't think I want skilled. I think what I probably want is... Oh, it's Wanderer, isn't it? Yeah, savage attacker. And then stats. So we want high strength. We want high con. We don't want to have a dex penalty because that means AC penalty. But also we don't want to raise it higher because armor has a maximum that you can basically benefit from dexterity. Don't particularly care if you're a bit dumb. Don't particularly care if people like you. So I think we'll bump up wisdom because this is your saving throws against will saves. And then maybe we'll do... We don't care about that one. That. And then we're going to go with that and that. We'll go with a 17 strength. Ready to go up even higher. Although you're also robust, so we could make you purely a hit point sponge. Now let's go with the strength. It's also good for the carry weight, which I do remember being an issue. Okay, skills. We get 2. We automatically start with survival and animal handling with Wanderer. Oh, Ascetic didn't give us any particular skills. Huh, that's interesting. Well, we definitely want athletics because that's based on strength. And then maybe insight, seeing as you actually do have a pretty decent wisdom. Or perception. You know what? You're in the front line. Let's give you the perception. So you can find danger. Does armor work the same as D&D 5th edition? If so, then armor has no max dex associated with it. All it requires is the proficiency and then the dex and the armor stacks. I'm fairly sure that's not true. Yeah, that's 100% not true, Carnita. If you're wearing medium armor, then you have a max dex, I think, plus 2 AC. If you have heavy armor, none. The only impact that dex has on heavier armors is reducing it if you have less than 10. Duda, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And ComCon, thank you also for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Alright, onwards. Weapon Mastery. So, I'm very much expecting you to be sword and board. I think we want you to have a mastery in something as a martial weapon. I do kind of wish that this list would tell you what's martial. Because getting, for example, short sword is not that useful because you only get plus 1d6 damage. Vex. Is that what all swords have? No. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Darts effects. Great axe is cleave. We don't want using the great weapon though. If you hit and deal damage to a creature with this weapon, you have advantage on your next attack against that creature before the end of your next turn. So, not great early, fantastic later when you get extra attacks, which I think is level 5. Oh, you can push people away with a heavy crossbow. Interesting. Oh, if it's large or smaller? Huh. Javelins can slow. So can crossbows. So can bows. Longsword. If you hit a creature with this weapon, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn. We want that. Oh, we get 3 of these. Interesting. I don't think I particularly care about pushes. Maybe I do. It allows us to push creatures away from friendly characters. So we'll go Warhammer. And then probably ranged. So either heavy crossbow or longbow. I think I'll probably go longbow. Although we are going to suck at shooting. So I think we go for another close combat weapon. Maybe we do go for a two-hander. Although, actually, topple is also quite nice. Because you can inflict prone. You know, let's go battle axe. Okay. And then more skills? Oh, from the human ancestry. Well, the other one that we were looking at was insight. So I think that makes sense. And then languages. So you already know common by default. I feel like dwarves should know dwarfish by default, and elves should know elvish by default. But I think you're going to learn orc and goblin. Oh, right. This is actually the end, so now we can do the identity. So we're going to keep you female. We're going to give you different features. Let's go with that one. Something like that. Skin presets. Let's go with that one. Base skin. That one. Face. Yeah, your face is fine. Hair. Different hairstyle. You're a fighter, so hair getting in your eyes feels like a bad thing. So probably not that. I feel like a fighter would probably have some kind of bun. Here's their colour. Ah! Totally forgot the colours. We should check this for the dwarf too. Let's have you with blue hair. Yeah. Makeup. Sure. Identity. Natalie's a decent name for you. Or she, your voice.
This is the place. I remember being here. This is the place. I remember being here.
Thought I heard movement, maybe saw something, but I wasn't sure. You must need help with something. Well, that might be so, but we still haven't worked out what we're supposed to be doing yet.
Okay, so we have a Newcastle voice. Actually, I kind of like the idea that she's from Newcastle. Sure. Save. Did the dwarf have insight? I don't remember. So, because I think I just undid some stuff there. That's equipment. Your skills. There. Wisdom did have insight, but did not have perception. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, having two people with insight. I'm kind of okay with that. Although we could definitely change her. This is not going to be edit that. There it is. Abilities. So perception I definitely want you to keep. Athletics I definitely want you to keep. Survival is the other option. Oh, it's already granted by the character background. Medicine was the other one. I mean, having the fighter being able to do medicine is probably a good thing. Does the dwarf have medicine? Hang on. I think it makes even more sense for you to... You know what, let's have you with insight. Save. And then we go to the dwarf. Because I have a feeling you don't have medicine. You do have medicine. Alright, we have two people with medicine. That's fine. Onwards. Advanced creation. So we need a rogue, and then we need a spellcaster. Let's go with the rogue here. No special selections right now. I think we want a halfling. I really, really like the naturally stealthy and halfling nimbleness options. Luck is nice. It's always nice, but these two, especially for rogues, just make sense. As for the background, maybe aristocrat? Although Savage Attacker on a rogue would also be really solid. Because you're basically guaranteed to do more damage. Although a lot of your damage comes from backstab, which I don't think you get to reroll. Expertise in perception is also really, really solid. Perception, however, is wisdom. You're not going to be very wisdomous, probably. Dexterity and intelligence will be your main skills. I think probably skilled. History, persuasion, herbalism. Quick could also be good. Sleight of hand, stealth, thieves' tool. So low life sounds like it might be a good option. Lawkeeper you get perception as part of with vigilant. Perception, wisdom, deception, charisma. I think we go with low life. And then this goes all the way to the maximum. And then I think we want you to be pretty intelligent. We don't want you to be completely without hit points. And I guess our last character is gonna have to be a sorcerer, because we have nobody with charisma. We could give you charisma and have you be our talker. What could possibly go wrong? Having our rogue being our charisma character. I can't see how this could possibly backfire. And then we want you to have dexterity, dexterity, and charisma. Because you can only maximum +2 here. Right, because I have the ability boosts linked to background now rather than race. I think. Okay, so you have 4 skill proficiencies and you already have stealth and sleight of hand. So acrobatics, persuasion, investigation, intimidation, oh yeah, deception. Deception's better for you than intimidation. And then we also get... Oh, these are the expertises, right. Well, definitely stealth. So a rogue could actually feasibly start with 3 expertises. Perception plus 2 others. It's kind of terrifying, actually. Sleight of hand, maybe. Investigation, maybe. Persuasion. I mean, usually the top choice is stealth and like sleight of hand or acrobatics. But let's change things up a little. Let's go with persuasion. Languages. You only get 1. But you're super intelligent. Why do you only get 1? I thought languages was linked to number of... your intelligence modifier. Huh. So he's going to be super persuasive, but only in common and halfling. Oh well, I guess that's what we're doing. You also get 2 weapon masteries. Well, I do like either short bows, which are slow, or light crossbow, which is slow, short bow, which is vex. You should get 2 shots though. Hand crossbow is not an option. When you perform the extra attack granted by your light weapon property, you can do it as part of the attack action instead of a bonus action. Oh. So we could do dagger, and then basically that makes the dagger attack free. Let's do rapier and dagger then. Although I think I kind of prefer sap. Are spears one-handed or two-handed? Oh, here's the extra languages. Okay. So we got Halfling already, and Common. We have Dwarvish, Giant, Orc, and Goblin. I'm kind of wondering... You're a diplomat, effectively. Gnomish. Maybe... dwarvish as well? I don't know. Because I'm going to get Draconic on the wizard. Or sorcerer. Probably wizard. Giant. I mean, we have Giant on the Dwarf already. And I feel like Giant is probably the one of these that's going to come up the least. Yeah, I'm thinking either Orcish or Goblin. Be able to talk to our enemies. Or Dwarfish. Let's go with Goblin. Alright, I think I want you... No! Oh no, that didn't actually cancel everything, we're good. Where did you do the name? Oh, it is here. Let's go she. Head preset. That one. It's fine. That's all fine. Colour, that's all fine. Hairstyle. I actually kind of like the short frizzy hair for you. That works. And the rest of it is fine. Right, hair colour. I actually kind of like you being redhead. Redhead, black hair. I was thinking red because I was thinking maybe I'll change the dwarf. And this is female, so not Gilbert.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Oh, we didn't choose the personality for the fighter. So outlaw, nonconformist, ambitious, somewhat greedy, and even aggressive. You're the walker. I don't know if that's necessarily right for you. I think maybe somewhat bland. You kind of fit in.
This is the place. I remember being here. I thought I heard movement, maybe saw something, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that one fits best. Right, name. Name is gonna be... Ruler for the delusional halfling rogue. We need a name. Ever heard of the game Esoteric Web? I think you talked about that the other day, Faceless. Large dose of inspiration from Disco Elysium is really good. Interesting. Flubgoober. Nah. Eleanor. Eleanor's better. At least I heard of Esoteric Web recently. Might not have been from you. I think it was from someone in chat, though. Hello, Eleanor. Save. Save. Edit. Advanced. Identity. Yeah, you're currently an outlaw and you're definitely not an outlaw. I think maybe hero for you. Wait, did I save? Don't think that did. Oh, that time it did. Alright. Then we have... I feel like it's because I'm not saving here. Yeah, see, it did not save again. Save. Save. You have to press save twice. Annoying. But hey, we got it. It's fine. Alright, next one. Advanced creation. This is going to be our wizard. No elves in this party. We're going to go with another human. We could go all in on the magic. But I think I'm going to go skilled. No, let's go magic initiate, aristocrat, because this gives us skilled. Insight and persuasion though, strength, con, charisma, those are not good options for you. Intelligence, con, dex, arcana and history, that's a much better combo. So this is magic initiate, so here we're going to give you skilled. And here we're going to give you academic. What's philosopher? History and persuasion. Ah, you're an academic. Okay, so all of this. I want more. Give me more. And then enough con that you don't immediately die. Say 14 dexterity, so you have some armor. Wisdom, so you don't immediately get will influenced by people. Make it so that not everyone absolutely hates you. Intelligence. Constitution, I think. Okay, so these are wizard class abilities. We want to go for anything with intelligence, basically. This is the human ancestry. And then this is the language proficiencies. So we said you would be good at Draconic. We don't have anyone that speaks Elvish, and that seems magical. Cantrips. Acid Splash, Poison Spray. Annoying Bees. Ranged, 1d4 piercing. Target also has a disadvantage on concentration saves. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Ray of Frost, Chill Touch. That's still the melee hit. Yes, it is. Wait, that's melee hit. I could have sworn that was touch. So what's the difference between touch and melee hit? I think touch just means you need to be next to the melee hit, means you actually need to do an attack roll. But again, is that attack roll based on whatever weapon you're using, or is it based on your casting trait? I'm going to assume it's casting. It's got to be. Shadow Dagger, 1d10. Oh, it's a save or suck. Okay. Actually, I mean, the hit ones are also save or sucks. Technically. Shocking Grasp is also melee. Attack with your spell's casting weapon using spellcasting ability for attack and damage. I mean, True Strike on a cleric could be really, really nice. Because then they can use Wisdom for their attacks. Touch is a melee hit because it's up close and personal melee range. But mechanically it means something different. I just don't know what. But I definitely think that we want the armor. Actually, that's only temporary hit points. It's not armor class. I think mage armor lasts like 8 hours. So we have 2 humans and a halfling, all of which cannot see in the dark, so we probably do want to have light cantrip on at least one of you. Firebolt is 1d10 damage, that's 1d10 psychic, it's 1d8 lightning, dazzle, 1d10 necrotic, it requires melee, 1d8 cold and hinders, 1d4 pierce, 1d12 poison. Five-foot radius acidic bubble. Each creature in that sphere takes 1d6. That's an AoE. Then I think I just want damage from the fire. So we have support, single target, AoE. First level spells, which we get many from the wizard class. Just out of interest, this is the magic initiate cantrips. And then this is the magic initiate feat, which is the one that we can always cast at least once per day for free. That's a ritual. So these are spells you can cast without spell slots, which in this instance is not that useful. I mean, it's got to be magic missile. So magic missile we get once per day for free because I freaking love that spell. If I could have a mage subclass that's just arcane magic, I would 100% go for that. Mage armor, because we're going to need the protection. AC 13 plus dex, so that's going to be 15. Which for a wizard is respectable. Temporary hit points. Burning Hands is a nice AoE. Charm Person, I don't tend to use that. Featherfall is nice to have, but I don't think it's necessarily a starting spell. Chromatic Orb is really solid. Just because it can change the damage type. Protection from good and evil. Single target. Color Spray is the blind. Ice Knife is the hit with AoE. Poison. Actually, having a sorcerer with comprehend languages, so he's charisma based and is able to understand any spoken or written language. Although that doesn't mean he can reply, it just means he can understand. Identify is standard. Shield should also just be a standard. I do like Long Strider. I also like Expeditious Retreat. I think I want Burning Hands. And Comprehend Languages. I like Rituals, because they don't cost spell slots. Okay, then we have the Magic Initiate cantrips. So we can, in fact, go for Annoying Bees. These ones are always available. Hold on, let's go for the 2 cantrips that I'm most likely to use the most, which is probably you and you. And then we can pick 2 others from here. Although cantrips I think you always have, regardless. You don't need to prepare them per day. Let's go with Frost and Chill Touch just to stop people healing. Identity. Gonna make you female. That's all fine. Eyes. Number. That's all fine. Hairstyle. Now you can be a bit more fancy in your hairstyle. Let's go with that one. And hair colour. Purple. Very arcane, very magic-y. Makeup, sure. Identity, Dean. No. Alright, what's the wizard going to be called?
Hello? You must need help with something.
Sage. Curious, nosy, talkative, curious about everything. Pragmatic, short-spoken, a bit cold. What are we again? We're the... academic. Yeah, Sage makes no sense.
That might be so, but we still haven't worked out what we're supposed to be doing yet.
Yeah, that voice definitely fits.
That might be so, but we still haven't worked out what we're supposed to be doing yet.
Ancestry still had a red sign alert. Take a look at that in a minute. Sagria. Sagria. That works. Ancestry. Oh, because this got unselected. Yes, I did think we were lacking some skill proficiencies, actually. So we still have 3 skills that we can choose. Except that we already have all of the ones that I really want you to use. Maybe we choose something other than skilled. Could have you in armor. Let's go Magic Condition Cleric. Why not? Oh, this is an amazing idea. We're going to need to pick some more spells. Because we have so many of them. Alright, so these are the cleric spell cantrips, which we are able to cast with intelligence because you get to pick. Alright, so Dazzle, Divine Shield, Guidance, Holy Conduit, Sacred Flame, Resistance, Spare the Dying. Having a second person able to do Spare the Dying could actually be really helpful. And we could even take Light with you, so that we don't need to take it with you. Because there are more selections for the wizard. And then with this, we could go with Shocking Grasp, for example. And then we have our one spell, which is level 1. Which we can cast once per day. Another heal? Maybe Healing Word, so we have the ranged heal. Like, this is our get out of jail free card. Although it should probably be a spell that doesn't scale. But maybe Bless. Does scale. 3 allies, so you can't do it on yourself. This one doesn't really need 2 scale, though it is concentration. I think I would prefer something that's not concentration. That's also concentration. So is that. I'm thinking healing word. Bonus action, healing word, get up, get back into the fight, that type of thing. Although you do also have spare the dying. So you already can kind of do that. And this one lets you heal between 2 and 16 hit points, which at first level, amazing. 10th level, kinda useless. Guiding Bolt is basically always useful because of the advantage buff. A 4d6 radiant damage is no joke. I think I'm going to go healing word. So those are all the things that we need to do. Save. Okay, we have a party, and it only took me an hour and a half. Not too shabby. Alright, let's do this.
What are they doing?
They're moving the statue to the city. They do it every year for the holy day of Caladar.
Is this something to do with Marike? I told you to pay attention during religious studies.
It is indeed the Redeeming Mother, cleansing the condemned before their execution. Even those who fail to redeem themselves in life are forgiven in death. An uncommon representation of our goddess, but fitting for this day of funerals.
About that, we're running a bit late.
Oh yes, I thought I remembered your faces.
We're from the orphanage.
Yes, of course. You're the children Mother Colwell adopted. You must be going to her funeral. Bless her memory. Mahin was a truly righteous woman.
Thank you, Father. Blessed day of Kalidar to you.
Mareike smile upon you all, Colwells.
Well, if it isn't good old Landry. Couldn't mistake that mop of red hair for anyone else.
Check the journal or faction section for info. Welcome. New objective, talk to Landry. This time I got it. Colwell Legacy. You, the four adopted children of Mahin and Colwell, have gathered to attend a funeral. Here, in view of the monastery where the ceremony will take place, talk to Landry. Here we can see the map. And factions. Colwell is a faction. The raid then? Is there a highlighter or yes, alt. Right click is rotate. Hi Landry.
Landry? Is that really you?
The one and only. It's been a long time.
Must be 10 years at least. It's so good to see you. I wish it would have been in different circumstances.
Same here. I'm so sorry for your loss, by the way.
Walk with us. We can speak about the good old days.
I'd love to, but look. The war. Galavan troops had damaged it, remember? Well, it fell off a couple of years ago.
I didn't know. Haven't been back since I left the orphanage.
None of us have.
We'll never get there on time if we circle around. Especially with that storm coming.
Come on, let's climb down. We used to do it all the time when we were kids.
Reach the other side. Okay.
Look, everyone, here. We can crawl under this.
Crawling through dirt. Nothing new here.
Cross. Cross. Up.
It would have been easier to bury Mother back in town.
Mareike was a big part of her life. She would have wanted to be buried in the old temple.
I hear Rickard is the temple's new solace. He's gonna say mass at your mother's funeral.
I guess that's why he called for us. It must be tough for him.
Let's hope he doesn't down a bottle of liquid courage beforehand.
Well, okay.
Whoops. Through the definitely
Hey,
not
everyone, look! The monster's
vermin-infested cave.
Remember how Mother got mad every time we went down there?
Light. For that, we want the wizard. Casts. Bell. Apparently I chose light, even though I don't actually think I clicked anything. No, I didn't. You just did that automatically for some reason. Okay. Hello? Thank you.
Crabs used to live in there. It looks like something ate all of them.
Not all of them, there's still plenty of them running around.
Hey, look! The old tower. It's collapsed and ended up down here.
A victim of the war, like the bridge.
Come on, push this bit out the way.
Why
Gather
don't you
party
do it?
areas.
Because my arms are so weak.
I don't know where Landry's gone. Oh, he's over here. I got the wizard to do that. Nice.
What are those things?
Well, they don't look like crabs.
Never seen anything like them. Best to be cautious.
If we stay low, we might get past without being seen.
Stealth. Maybe.
Psst, we're sneaking. You have to crouch.
The tutorial things.
It's okay. We're good.
Tell me about stealth, please. While exploring, you can switch to cautious mode by pressing C or toggle the action bar while in cautious mode. Your characters move slowly and cautiously, effectively becoming stealthy. Your characters are more alert and have a higher chance of spotting traps and discovering hidden objects. Being cautious is key for certain classes, such as the rogue. Noise ring. While in cautious mode, your characters have a noise circle that indicates how much noise they are making. When a foe enters this circle, they'll start detecting your heroes. The size of the circle depends on the type of armor you're wearing, but also on whether you're proficient in stealth or not. Whenever foes start detecting your heroes, the detection gauge starts to fill. You'll need to move to avoid the detection gauge filling, otherwise the stealth will be broken. The speed at which it fills depends on many factors, but mostly stealth skill and the perception of the enemy, but be wary of carrying lights, they make you more visible. Also light. Light helps your party find hidden traps and items they may miss in the darkness. That's why your heroes will automatically use spells and items to light up dark areas. Ah, okay. You can switch off or on the character's lights whenever you want. Press the switch light button. Aha. Alright.
Good. You can stand up now.
So who is looking past? Excuse me.
Come on, we don't have all day.
Who are we sneaking past? Nobody, apparently. Hey, Fraser.
Dearest Maroike, those things really gave me the creeps.
At least they've gone now. Let's take a look at these ruins.
So let's see how the different circles are. My rogue is a giant circle. They're no different. My rogue has expertise in stealth. Something about this doesn't feel like it's working.
Move on.
I spy with my little eye a chest. Take it. Loot it. A bit rusty, but they should do the trick of opening that chest over there. Apparently I didn't need thieves' tools. It just has thieves' tools in it. Oh, there's another chest there. A bucket. Nacra splinter.
Oh, I remember this beach.
Oh, damn. Kobolds.
What?
Oh, I like them all, matey. Hey, it's Glebbo's meal. We hunted together. We share.
Hunted? My track's got him.
Gabble, you greedy.
The whiz meter is definitely exactly the same as the others. Ah, but if I separate them, then they are different. Whoa. No. Thank you. Interesting. So when they're separated, they do all have the different... Really? Well, I guess we kill you on your own. Is there a spacebar to pause? There isn't.
I don't believe it.
My turn. Right, so this is... They were surprised, apparently. This is the wizard, so cast spell. These are cantrips, these are the first levels. I don't think that we need to do anything particularly hard here, so let's just go with the firebolt. And then we can move you away. Oh, it actually shows cover. That's interesting. Let's have you stand. Clicking on that did nothing. Oh, so these two are still hidden. Ah, okay. So this is the cleric, who is noisy as hell. Oh, there's another kobold way over there. Okay, they've massively split up, and one of them is a kobold veteran. Which one are you? That one. Let's move you here, see if you're immediately spotted. You shouldn't be. And get closer. So he dashed. Alright, next up we have the Bigoter. Now she's already been seen, so I think we basically just bring you here into cover. It's a dash, but that's fine. So that uses both your action and your move. And keeping you there is fine. And this is the rogue who has not yet been spotted. You do have a bow. So I could try to get a sneak attack off against the kobold veteran. Now, does that cover count against you? Didn't quite kill him. And then you can continue moving, so let's get you into actual cover here. That's the far away kobold. And the nearby one goes after Landry. Misses. Alright, so this is the wizard. We apparently cannot see these two from here. See them from there. So I think we again... Well, actually those two are technically adjacent now, aren't they? And we have Acid Splash, which is the AoE.
Arcana! Evo!
Right, so this is one of the things I really liked about Solasta, is you can really get a lot of control about where your spells go. You can raise them up, it's in a 3D space. There is a way of adjusting the camera level to get the shot adjusting. But I really, really like that it's actually like full 3D in this. It means you can be very, very careful about precisely where you position spells. So we killed the veteran, but not the other one. We in fact did not hit that other one at all. But that's okay. Landry can finish you off. So. Two shots. Huh. So this is the cleric. You should be tough enough. In fact, you're still invisible. What if we did a melee attack? You don't have a attack cantrip. Let's just have you use your crossbow then. Switch back to sword and board. You can't move. Fighter, who does also have a bow.
This shortcut is looking more and more like a trap.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. We need to hurry.
We're almost there. Can we take a short rest? I'm worn out.
Fine, just a short one then.
Short rest. Any time, as long as they're in a safe space, your party can take a short rest. During a short rest, heroes can regain some uses of special abilities and powers and spend hit dice to recover hit points. Heroes have as many hit dice as their level. Spending a hit dice heals heroes by the number rolled plus their constitution modifier. Magic items Magic items are extraordinary items recognizable by the blue aura on the icon. When you loot an item, it's unidentified. You know it's magical, but its properties and how to use them remain unknown. Identify ritual spell is the fastest way to reveal the properties of any unidentified items in your party's inventories. Alternatively, each character can identify one item during a short rest or a long rest. Oh, that's interesting. So what do we get? Dagger, short bow, rations, gold piece, another dagger, amethyst,
This is a
gold.
good place to put our feet up.
Just now, did that loot everyone in a certain radius?
Oh, jog on if you like. I'm taking a break.
Poor lad. At least they didn't eat him.
He is with Marike now.
This is a good place to put our feet up.
We should take a look at this.
Two of them died there. Where did the third one die? Don't remember. Now we also spotted something over here. Caltrops. Okay, we're seeing a bunch of caltrops. Detecting traps. When you move near a trap, you are granted a passive perception check. On a successful check, the trap is revealed and the whole party automatically avoids it. Being in cautious mode when approaching a trap makes it much easier to spot. In darkness, don't forget to use light sources. To disarm a trap, you need Thieves' Tools. If you fail in the attempt, the trap triggers and your Thieves' Tools break. In indirect control, move the cursor over the trap and press left mouse button. In direct control, press F when near the trap. Most usable character is automatically selected in an attempt to disarm it. Before rolling the dice, you can use spells or other means to increase the odds. Alright, take a short rest. Oh, there's the light spell. What's this? Oh, you can use WASD for click. Interesting. Quick rest. Rest log. Tory. So we have 4 short rests before a long rest. Okay. We really don't need to do this, but I'll do it anyway.
I feel better now. Hey there. You alright?
During this dialogue, you choose one role for each character at the party: Golden Kid, Substitute, Scapegoat, and Top Student. Each role can only be taken once. Choose the Golden Child. Family roles. Each hero holds a role within the family formed after the adoption by Lords Colwyn and Marhin. The role you choose for a character impacts the way they interact with others, how they speak, and the tone they use. Some family roles match well with certain personalities. This is indicated by the thumbs up next to in the next pages. The Golden Kid was always Marhin's preferred child, perceived as lucky and favoured by others. Good for caregiver and heroes. Scapegoat was always doing silly things and being punished. They were perceived as annoying and hurting the family. This character will often tease the siblings and play the troublemaker. Top Student was always the best in class, perceived as perfectionist and headstrong. Substitute was always the leader, protective of the siblings and perceived as taking their parents' role without reason. I do kind of wish it would tell me who each person is here, as in their background, if it matters. So the Golden Kid was the one who the family liked the most. Dwalin was the caregiver. Eleanor is the fighter, and she is the hero. Sagria is the student, or the sage. And then Natalie was the average one. So the golden child of these three Eleanor is the rogue. Right. Yeah, she's the average one. So the rogue is probably the scapegoat. The golden child is probably Dwalin. The substitute is Natalie, and the top student is Sagria. So the golden kid was Dwalin.
I still can't believe we're going to bury Mum.
Mum? I know Marhin adopted you, but I didn't realise you were so close.
Then the substitute is Eleanor.
They were always Marhin's big baby. Go figure.
It's true. We had a special bond.
Well, in your own way, you were special too. You were the one who always got punished.
Top student, there's only one option. The student.
You were definitely looking for it. And you were always the swotty teacher's pet, weren't you? You still are.
Guys, come on. It might be a day to remember old times, but don't dig up old quarrels. We know where this goes.
And I suppose that's going to be my fault.
You really haven't changed that much.
All right, everyone, listen up. Let's move. The funeral is at midnight, and we still have to climb that cliff.
Yes, sir.
Hey, isn't that the Orcus?
It looks like it. What's she doing?
What do you think, dummy? We're burying Mother. Like you, she's grieving.
Okay, enough. Let's go. It's time.
Hey,
Find a way
come
up
take
the
a look at what I found.
A path up. Great. I was wondering how we were going to get up there.
I had a vague memory there was one around here somewhere, so we just started hacking away at the branches.
You said there was a... Oh, okay. Let me climb on that side. Alright, so
Careful.
disarm.
This place is full of kobold traps.
You are definitely not the best at that job. It said it automatically picks the best, but clearly it didn't.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Natural 20.
Careful. This place is full of kobold traps.
There's the other pouch. Studded leather. That is better than what you're using. So if we go to your inventory, we can grab this. Yes, thank you. Oops. We have one set of leather for somebody else. And then each person has their own inventory. There is not a group inventory. Which matters because everyone has their own weight allocation, and we are a very wimpy part. Actually, it's not true. We're not that wimpy, because he's also got strength. But these two do not. And she's going to be the one that carries basically everything. Ether Pearl, magical device, brings back to life with one hit point an ally who died no more than a minute ago. Pearl is consumed when used. Ooh. All have separate experience bars, which is interesting. The cleric's almost as tough as the fighter. Ah, we have some crafting materials. Not available yet, but still interesting. And then we want to grab that pouch.
This is too dangerous.
Interesting. Looted stuff. Or, enemy dropped loot doesn't highlight with the highlight icon. Okay. It's getting dark. Let's go back to the fighter.
Wasn't that impressive?
You,
Diorcus. It's been a while.
4 little troublemakers. Like old times. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, Landry.
Hiya, Dee.
Is this a party or a funeral?
Rickard sent us a message.
Yes, he sent me one too.
He said you didn't answer. He was worried.
Oh, really? How interesting.
We had to come and pay our respects.
You don't need an excuse. She adopted you. You're her children as much as I am.
It's probably time to go, don't you think?
Give me a moment. I'll join you there.
In the funeral. Alright.
What was that about Rick? She angry at him or something?
Almost there.
Give me loot. That lantern is apparently a magical device. Interesting. People, but we can't talk to you.
Marike welcomes.
Interactive elements, containers, doors, and mechanisms are highlighted when moused over, even during combat. All reveal interactive items by pressing Alt or right Alt.
Your mother, Colwalls.
However, my laundry is beeping at me at the moment, so I need to go and sort that out. So give me 2 minutes to do that. In fact, let's go for 3. I'll roll an advert while I'm not here, because it will save us doing one later. And if you need to stretch your legs, grab a drink. Now's the opportunity. So see you very, very soon. Alright, I am back. And sorry, there was one message that just came through. I just need to check on real quick. Where the hell are those stored? It's in Swedish. One down. Oh, okay. It's just the general meeting for the building I live in. Nothing serious. We're all good. Not that I was expecting it to be. Alright, back to the game. So we are... Oh, that's the first one. Okay. So we just need to attend the funeral now. Oh, it actually gives you a log of everything you've done so far. That's kind of cool. Local map. Oh! It shows all the containers. So there was actually some other things around that I apparently completely missed. That's where we started. There's... okay. I'm not going to go all the way back, but it's kind of nice to know that they are actually shown on this map here. So there is apparently a container right behind us. Oh, there it is. The celebrations of Kalidar. Right there. Owl Orphanage.
My deepest sympathies.
I'm deeply sorry for your loss.
Simple Coal. I do feel like the highlights for that type of loot needs to be way brighter. Quite easy to lose. Well, I'm guessing we go in the temple. There's the coffin. Oh, there we go. Could have got myself some more tea, actually. They still do that. Let me guess, the funeral's going to be interrupted.
Rickard?
You made it. Teokas. I thought you'd never come.
What happened?
I don't know. She wasn't sick, and yet... she knew Mareike was coming for her.
It doesn't make any sense.
She left this. For you. Dee, it's Kalidar. Time to honor Mother. We'll talk later.
It doesn't make any sense.
Thank you for coming. I know it was a long trip.
We had to come. She meant a lot to us, but you know that.
Yes.
Lies. Lies. You should have saved her.
I told you. It was Mareike's will. It was her time, and she wanted to go in peace.
Did she tell you that? Or is it what you tell yourself?
begging you.
We can still bring her back.
No! She told me not to. She deserves the peace of death.
Try and stop me. Marike. Nick. Necro-Curie. Marike. Necro-Curie. Necro-Curie.
Marike, Evo, Malmit!
Find a way to stop Teorcus. Okay.
Don't fight me. Stand down.
You cannot do that. Marike won't allow it!
I cannot lose her. Not like that.
The pillar! Knock it down!
The pillar. Knock it down. Alright, so the strongest person is the fighter, so we probably need to get her over there, Natalie. And the others, we just clear a path. So where are the bad guys? So far there's only two of them. There's you, the Kuruli Brute. 22 hit points, quite a lot. And then the other one is that. Alright. So this is the wizard, whom I would quite like to have in a better firing position. Which, to me, would suggest here. Then cast a spell. And I'm thinking this is an excellent opportunity for magic missile.
Arcana, Evo, Valmis! A bit of light won't hurt.
You don't need light. Although you're not wrong. We do have a bonus spell, but that's Healing Word, which I don't really need. Wait! I had forgotten about that. Because I've learned it, I can cast it once for free, but then I also have spell slots I can use with it. So she can just natively cast Healing Word now, despite being a wizard. Okay, that's actually really cool. I like that. But her turn is done. What's this? Oh, that's the Heroic Inspiration. How tough is my man? Nat 20, damn! Can't see his health. Alright, Dwalin, you are the cleric. You are also a tank. To get over there, you'd have to go all the way around, which means going past him. So we could try to get his attack of opportunity. Or we lock you down. I think that's probably what I'll do. You should be tough enough to just make your way around. So let's have you go into close. Are there any spells I could have you do? I could have you do Holy Ponder. And I still kind of want to see how this one works. So +5 to hit, that means it is using Wisdom. Ah, and that's movement. Okay. What's this? Stone cunning. Gain tremor scent. You can pinpoint the location of creatures within 60 feet, provided that you're in contact with the same stone surface. You can use this bonus action number times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. Your proficiency bonus is 2, not 3. And yet you have 3 uses. Oh, interesting. Alright, then it's the fighter. The fighter is just going to run like hell to try to get as close to this as possible. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you can just climb up. So you're just going to do your dash. And from there, you can't see anything, so I don't think... Even using your... Oh no, you dashed, so you don't have an attack anyway, so it's fine.
Right, a BO, Fury!
So you do yourself. Bonus action attack. This time you did not nat 20. And now we can actually see he's right there. So we can see how badly hurt he is. Eleanor. Wait, what was that tutorial? Ups the special obstacles that heroes can climb back from. Interesting. Okay. Well, Rickard is already in contact with you. And you're not wearing armor, so I'm a little more concerned about your toughness. So let's have you move over to here, because you already have an ally in contact. This should be a attack opportunity with backstab. Just amazing. Dagger, dagger, dagger. 5 damage, still has 4 hit points left. Oh, lanterns. But no, I think I'm going to keep things in the dark, because I don't know if the darkness is reducing their capability to attack either.
Stand down! I don't want to kill you, but they will!
Look! The pillar! Behind her!
Yeah, I've got to get there first. You'll block the path. Alright, so this is the wizard. It's an advanced combat action. Oh, dodge, dash, and disengage. Nah, it's time for some more spells, I think. We still have 2 slots. So I think what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3. Of course he rolled a 3. God damn it. Ow. Okay, he's quite tough. Dwalin, you know what to do.
Marike Evo!
Damn! You really know what to do. That is adjacent to you, I believe. So let's get you in close. Oh, they got reinforcements. Yes, definitely. So they have at least that much AC. And to get over there, you need to dash all the way around here. Although it occurs to me that I could probably have shot that rather than running over here to push it. Well, it's an interact action. Dead.
Right, a BO, Fury!
Oh, it blew up and then did damage to everyone around it. I see. You're going after my wizard. I don't particularly like it. Now, can you actually shoot this? Out of range, so no. And then, yes, I will have you move. Over here. Go back to this. And you can also try stabbing with sneak attack. Nat 20.
No quarter given.
Stop this madness! She won't come back! She didn't want to!
I don't believe you! The more you kill, the more will come!
Cool. Let's keep fighting then. So, it is my wizard. And we have a baddie right next to us, but that seems like a good opportunity for us to do Shocking Grasp. We hit, which means you're shocked, which means you cannot stop me running away. So I think I'm going to take this opportunity to bravely, very bravely, run away. Nope. Alright, so this is the dwarf. And you don't have a ranged cantrip, unfortunately. We probably should have gotten Divine Smite, or whatever it's called. But I did not think to do that. You can, however, get up here and biff this guy, so let's get up there and biff that guy. Wrong weapon. I should have done a spell. Ow. Dirty 20. Alright, you are now here. Get an attack of opportunity, but crit miss, so that's fine. You are now able to push that on your next turn. And with your bow, can you actually hit anything?
K, a BO, Fury!
So you healed me. We might want to heal him, because he likes running into danger, apparently. Right. This is the rogue. Now, you have advanced combat actions as one of them. Perceived by enemies. Oh, that one. If you go there, then you can. You need to be in full cover. No. Didn't actually mean to move you there. It's more trying to see options. But you got up a very good shot, even without backstab. Okay, definitely getting a bit nervous about Rickard now. So we need to try and get a heal there.
Knock it down! Look! The pillar! Behind her!
So would you have been able to cast this and kill? Not targetable. So I think what I would like you to do is drop Evo. Get close. Go there.
Arcana Evo Valmis.
1 damage. Beautiful. Actually, that's a place where the rogue could hide. So let's have you come over here. Be out in the open, that's fine. You have chosen not to go after my warrior. So this is Dwalin. Dwalin really wants to go and heal that guy. You're going to take an attack of opportunity from him, but that's fine. But no, I do need my action. Hit me for 5, and then we're going to go over here. No free hand.
Marike, Abio, Cure!
Bit of a weird one, but okay. Well, switching weapons is apparently free. I'm not sure that switching weapons is actually free in the tabletop version. Also, I've just noticed you're actually kind of low, which is not ideal. Natalie, it's your time to shine. Push it! Push it!
Holy Mother.
Deal this call. The Covenant must be honored.
I tried. I did everything you asked of me. Why did you take her from me?
Honor the Covenant.
Shadwin was right. You are the betrayer. And you have betrayed me! Ricard! No!
O Holy Mother, Keeper of life and death, please hear our prayer. Your devoted cleric seeks your mercy.
The Cold Walls failed to keep the Covenant. Again. We are Cold Walls too. Mahin was a mother to us. We shall honor the Covenant. You would take Mahin's burden to save her son.
Well, it depends what the Covenant is.
What is the Covenant?
Your sacred heritage. A blessed journey to undertake. A flame to keep alive.
Sure, why not?
We will. So be it.
Saying no would be like the adventure party saying no to the introductory plotline hook offered by the GM. Yeah, basically.
Where are we?
Neokos. She sent me back.
Where?
Rick. Why? Why did you have to take everything from me? Shadwin was right. It's all lies. Deceit. All of it!
Wait!
He's alive.
What happened? Where is the Orcus?
She's gone. Don't move. We'll go get help.
Oh, fine. I guess I'll stay here.
Did that really happen? Did we really speak to Marike? It burns. God's teeth, I'm branded. What? Oh, so am I.
Marike's symbol. The message is clear.
Huh. I'd have a couple of questions for her.
Me too. Like, what happened to Landry? He had nothing to do with all this.
What about those weird stone creatures protecting Diorcus?
Well, finding help for Rickard should be our priority.
So, we have now accepted the Covenant, apparently. Hey, we got a full heal. That's good.
Thanks, I feel much better. But I don't think I can stand yet. Marike's teeth. But I could do with a drink.
Are you being serious, Rick?
Oh, you know I was kidding. It's okay. I'll get some sleep.
Marike watches us.
I hate those!
Yeah? You hate what? Everyone gets heroic inspiration. Oh, heroic inspiration. Oh, I hate those. Especially as I'm the human and I get them anyway.
Over there.
Stay behind me.
We're
Ambush. While in cautious mode, you can approach enemies while being undetected. Be careful not to get too close, otherwise you will be detected and attacked before you can start the ambush. Attacking unaware enemies. To start an ambush while in cautious mode, you can target one of the unaware creatures with the ambush free action, or ranged attack or spell main action. Unlike the ambush actions, using an attack or a spell will consume the character's main action for the first turn, however it will allow them to deal damage immediately. Once an ambush is started, your party makes a stealth group check to determine the DC for the enemy's individual perception checks. Whenever an enemy fails their perception check, they are surprised. Surprised creatures have disadvantage on their initiative roll.
grown-ups, you know.
So, Wood Fairy. I'm guessing are hostile. As are the Dryads, I would assume. They also don't show up when you ult. Alright, so to go hidden, as everyone now is. Do this. Don't think I can really attack that way. I can come through here where we'll be in the middle, we can take here which will be the flank, or we can go up around. I think I like the up and around way. Interesting thing is, did you notice us saying broke the covenant again? Yes. I also kind of think that Diorcus probably was a paladin and probably just lost a paladin status. Right, because the oath that paladins make are covenants, I think. Maybe. You still go first. Fantastic. You are still hidden, but you are in failed perception. So actually we're all still hidden. Okay, interesting. Natalie, I want you to go and smack that wood fairy, please. Sat down dead. So that was effective. Lights of powers. Ah, right. Second wind and bonus action. Not bonus action, the... You get a level 2. Second wind is level 1, where you can get a personal heal. And then the second one is action search. That was it. That's level 2. Alright, so this is Dwalin the Dwarf. And moving anywhere is going to put you into perception, but that's fine. Let's have you come over here.
That wasn't smart.
And then hit.
Marike Evo Malvis!
Nice. Good hit. I don't think I need you to use bonus action. I'm kind of assuming that I'm going to have my spells back again. You are still hidden. So you won't be able to hide at the end of this round, but because you are still hidden, you can go over here quite easily and pew down at these guys. Do I want to finish that one off, or do I want to try to kill you? You should be able to do quite a lot of damage, because this will be a sneak attack. You are in cover, so attack. 6. I should have attacked the other one. You actually have a healing version. Oh, hide is a main action, it's not a bonus. Okay. Missed me. And this is the wizard. Now I'm going to imagine the dryads are probably vulnerable to fire. Maybe not. Then you have bonus actions, which is the heal, but you don't need to use that right now. You may as well get that one. And then let's get into your face. Attack of opportunity as you try to run away, but unfortunately we miss. Alright, Dwalin. You don't have any AoE spells. Also, we did not regain our spell slots.
Marike Evo!
Let's kill that one. Or not. That's fine too. Only a 55% chance to... Is it a range thing? An easier time to shoot that one, but you, I'm assuming, are not actually adjacent to him. Great. Let's have you move over here. Ready for the next one. Man, they really like going for my cleric. Need to heal him. So this is the wizard. Who can actually... I think, let's do this in order.
Marike Avio Cure!
So you've got a nice heal there. And you can still fireball.
Evo Malmis!
Damn! And then got critted, so he's back down to really low health. Fantastic! Alright, let's have you run around the corner to basically be in their face. Another 6 damage, nice. Attack of opportunity, killed. Good. Now, you should still have a spell slot available. Right. Do this. Because apparently having a sword and shield means you don't have a free hand. Weird. Then you heal yourself and you switch back again. I kind of hope they get rid of that rule because it seems a bit weird. So you're healed. You stay there. I'm not going to move you because I don't want you taking the attack of opportunity, which is what this line is telling me. So we are actually adjacent to that guy. And then Eleanor, because we have the adjacency, hopefully you can just attack and kill. And then let's bring you down here. Goodness. No. And then you are still in a really good spot, so just keep on hammering away at these guys. Big hit from the wizard. And the fighter can come up as well. Let's do an heroic inspiration. 24 damage. Alright. Dwalin. Let's go to here. And hit
Marike Evo Malmis!
Missed.
Don't lose hope.
There we go. New faction revealed.
Looks like we're not welcome.
They're Fae. I guess we're trespassing in their territory. Maybe. Let's just stay alert.
Hmm?
Did you see that?
What?
Some kind of giant bird.
Stay alert, everyone.
We're being watched. Cunning actions are level 2. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I assumed it was. So we'll go ahead and loot that. We'll go back to the fighter because we want her to be carrying stuff. Loads of nut dust. Like loads. That's all of them, and then we have one dryad over here. Dryad bark. Crafting not yet available though. Alright, anything else to be seen around here? No, let's just check the map real quick to make sure we're not missing anything. We're not, so onwards. I am extremely low on magic. I have no healing spells left. I have one free magic missile. And I can't, from this menu, see my bonus action spells. But I think I might still have one Cure Wounds left too. I'm not 100% sure on that one. We hit it. Big city.
It would be much simpler if we actually knew something about this place.
Good. What's this? Greenhouse. Some people with a crazy amount of hit points. Anyway, honestly, I think that I'm going to end this one here because I don't want to go too far into Solasta. Because I want to play this for myself when it is out properly and out of early access. I just wanted to take this opportunity to kind of show it off, build up a party, and see how the game plays. And I think the gameplay so far is pretty solid. It definitely feels like Solasta 1, rather more polished than that one. The character creation, I think, still needs some work, particularly the character models. But that's all stuff that they can quite easily fix going forwards. So yeah, I have high hopes for this one. I really, really like Solasta 1. If you haven't checked that one out already, I can recommend it unreservedly. It's very good. It doesn't have that level of polish that Baldur's Gate does. It's clearly made by a significantly smaller team. But the combat mechanics are really solid. It does 5th edition very well. And yeah, Solasta 1, excellent game, Crown of the Magister. And Solasta 2, I am looking forward to this one. So hopefully it's not in early access too long, because I want to play it. But I'll be back again at 6 today, so I'm going to take a 3-hour break here. And we're going to be back for some Age of Wonders. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll start that earlier. I don't really want to go too late on a Sunday. And seeing as I'm finishing this one an hour early. You know what? Yes. So at 5 instead of 6. At 5, we'll do Age of Wonders. That is the Rise to Ruins. That is the new DLC for that one, where you're basically playing post-apocalypse fantasy. Very much looking forward to that. I love Age of Wonders. I think it's a fantastic game. The only thing is, I need to think how to write that in to the world that I'm building, Promescence. Because there isn't really a post-apocalypse faction. There are desert factions, and they do add desert stuff. They add the hair people, but I haven't got any hair people in my world yet. I don't really intend to add any at this point, because that's going to be overcomplicating things otherwise. So I need to think on that. If you have some ideas on stuff you would like to see me do in Age of Wonders, then please do hit me up on the Discord, which you can find linked here. And if you're on YouTube, it's in the description below. And we'll have a quick talk about what the possibilities there are. Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking of at the moment. So, oh right, they added nomads. We could do like desert dwarves, desert dwarf nomads. That's kind of what they are. The other thing we could do is the insectoids, because they're also a desert folk. They're the ones fighting the gnolls. I wonder if it's possible to preset which cataclysm will happen. Because if it's like enemies rampaging, that is very much like the insectoid people. I need to look up what they're called, because I don't remember offhand. But they are the ones who are constantly being attacked by the gnolls. And the gnolls are basically a cataclysm event. Because they will just go through and just completely... They are the tyrannids of this setting. They'll go through and just strip everything that is living in an area before moving on to consume. So maybe we do that, if we can get that to fit. We haven't done anything really with the Southern Continent yet, so that could be interesting. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I am live again in the future, which, as I said, is going to... Sorry, 12 hour, I'm just finishing. Yeah, but hello. Is going to be at 5 instead of 6. I'm going to be starting that one early. Age of Wonders, 4 hours, so we'll go from 5 until 9 rather than 6 till 10. But yeah, this was Solasta. Hope you enjoyed it. Check it out. It's cool. That's it. Bye, everyone.